to the top of the V. Make sure they're not ticklish. Slide back 2 inches, push in. She's good on that side. We've got the liver point, it's a little hot there. We've got heart stress, liver stress, hormonal imbalance, virus, so we got a liver and we got a virus. So let's see, and Dr. Marvin Kane, he's a equine acupuncture vet in Kentucky, Ohio. And he's the one that came up with the herpes checkpoints and the EPM checkpoints, you know, for testing. And so the herpes test points are on the outside bladder meridian, and they're located kind of on the shelf, so if you kind of just kind of come down to there, that's where they're at here. So on the left side is a chronic problem, and she's a little sensitive on that. We'll come over here on the other side and we'll test. And she's definitely very ouchy on the acute side. So acute side is left, chronic is right.
Now that was for herpes?
Herpes.
I thought they checked their mouth.
She does have, that's what I was looking for.
Oh.
She does have one lesion.
A lesion.
The mouth is not a real great point to test. I mean, it just is a compliment.
I mean, if it's obvious in the mouth, then it's obvious. But
Yeah, but that doesn't mean it's into the nerves.
Oh, okay.
Herpes, the virus that creates shingles, which is a nerve pain type thing, that's the herpes virus.
Okay.
And so, and they create a lot of nerve pain. If you know anybody who's had shingles, nerve pain.
Well, yeah.
So, and then she has a virus test point also, so that would clear that. So let's see what clears the virus first here. Still tender. That's better. What is that one? And that's better. Have to clear the liver point too. Okay.
So, herbal tonic, which is kind of weird in a way. You know, intellectually speaking, you wouldn't think of herbal tonic for that, but it cleared it. So.
Right. But there is herbs in there for boosting the immune system. And the other thing the liver does is when the lymphatic system dumps, it dumps into the liver. So if the liver is congested with too much toxins into it, then those lymphatics get dumped into lymph nodes, and they start building up. So to get the lymphatic system or the immune system going, you have to get the liver going too. That's why I say if you don't learn any other points today, learn the liver point. The most important one to test with. Isn't that right?
Yeah, the interesting thing is they've never found the neurological form of the herpes virus in an unvaccinated horse. 100% in vaccinated horses.
We have a friend of ours that lives back in Virginia that we go do seminars, and she runs a thoroughbred breeding operation, racehorse operation in Northern Virginia, and she took my class probably 9 years ago now, so she quit vaccinating after the class, and they have some pretty expensive horses. As a matter of fact, they're running in the Indiana Derby today. So Larry goes, so are we up on all our vaccines? And Suzanne goes, no. He goes, well, I think you better get up on those, you know, because they were having that whole rhino thing back there, right? And so she called up her vet and she said, so Allison, how are we doing on these vaccines? What's the real story with that? And she goes, well, it's kind of interesting, Suzanne. I just came back from the symposium in Bethesda, and by accident, you're doing the right thing. See, all the horses that are having problems were the ones vaccinated.
One's vaccinated.
None of the non-vaccinated horses. And Suzanne never had any problems with any of her horses or breeding or anything.
So what do you do when you go to horse shows and they require that the horses be vaccinated? Lie.
You show them a receipt, buy it, throw it away.
They're not making it required that a vet does it.
No.
So you can show them a receipt. We
It's
have
worth the
a
15
friend
bucks
that-
to squirt it on the ground.
She takes the skin like this, pokes a needle all the way
If you
through
have
and
to show
squirts it
proof.
to the back wall. And the horse has been vaccinated. I wouldn't say that's a great job of vaccinating, but the horse has been vaccinated. You know, or just runs it on their leg or whatever you want to do.
This isn't a horse I would ever vaccinate again, ever, nor would I touch her with ivermectin worm or ever.
Especially with that head thing. Yeah.
So after you do the herbal tonic for 28 days, retest your virus point, retest your liver point, run these lines back down here. I mean, that one's the most tender on the acute side, the chronic isn't there yet. So that's
Run
a
away,
good
dog.
news.
Oh, it says, wait a minute, where's Papa? Yes.
Let's just test your ulcers. It's a little low on manganese, a little low on copper. You can see the copper thing happening here.
Yeah.
Has that red tinge in there. And copper is real important in the immune system function. A little low on zinc, zinc another important mineral, parasites. Selenium's okay, liver's hot. See if herbal tonic does it. You need to lay down? Oh. I thought she said she lost it, didn't she? It doesn't clear manganese. It does help with the copper. No, it's still not. That's better. No. What did it? It's herbal tonic. So she has a nerve pain thing going on with her, and then I'm going to ask her to do those exercises because they're stretched to the nervous system. But definitely keep those K27s worked out, keep the bladder, keep that energy cleared. That's a 5 to 10% stress, probably that was at her withers, so that's a 10% inbuilt stress. So keeping that cleared out and keeping the K27s cleared and doing the herbal tonic for 28 days. Let's see, give me a report then. See how she looks at that point.
What were the last